Welcome everybody. We're going to do a quick tutorial regarding how to deal with the broken FatStacks mod. This largely is going to be for people that have FatStacks, FatStacked backpacks inside of backpacks. That's going to be the brunt of this because I've given those packs to a lot of people. We'll also do a little bit on just dealing with FatStacks in general when the mod's broken. We got an update today, title update number 5. And as usual, updates break mods. Epic items in any slot still seems to be working for me just fine. And FatStacks is definitely broken. Was causing my game to crash when I first uploaded the mod, or uploaded the update. And once I uninstalled it, it works. Everything's working as it should now. So, a lot of people I've given backpacks to. These backpacks on this wall display, the 4 across the bottom are the same as the 4 across the top. So let's just show you one of them. So you see it's got FatStacks in here. It's showing 999 plus of each stack. Each one of these stacks is actually 9,999. So if we try to take something out of this pack and drop it, it drops 100 at a time. So you can see now we've got 100 wood scraps, but it says my inventory is full, so if I try to pick that up, it won't go back into a FatStack because FatStacks mod is no longer installed, and even if it were, it doesn't work. So put that back. Go over here and grab an empty Mountaineers pack. Now, what I'm about to show you works because I have Epic items in any slot installed, and my version of Epic items in any slot allows me to place backpacks inside of backpacks. I shouldn't call it my version, just the version that I use. I did not author the mod. I don't know how to author mods. So we come up here. If we open this wall display and grab this pack and try to move it over to here, it's going to kick this backpack out. Okay, so now that backpack's laying on the ground. So the way you want to do this is either interact with the wall display and scroll down to take. And now it put that backpack inside of my empty Mountaineers pack. The other way to do it is to open it and click take all. And that takes that in. Then same thing. Between these 4 backpacks, I've got every item, every resource in the world inside those backpacks, with the exception of the new materials that came out with the update today, such as the entwood and the tree cuttings. So now we're going to go travel to a different spot where I don't have, because this is my warehouse. So we've got all these chests over here have stacks of material and just normal stacks, and we've got pallets in here. So if I drop these backpacks and start trying to build, I'll be pulling from all those things and it won't illustrate what I want it to. So let's go to the Elven Quarter. Okay, so just to show you, we'll drop this backpack. And we'll try to build something. And you see I can't build any of this stuff because I don't have any materials. Okay, so we'll go back and pick our backpack up. Now I can build everything. Okay. So let's illustrate first what happens when you have FatStacks in your inventory and you try to pick stuff up. So probably the best way to do that is let's go see if we can find a dirt plug somewhere. Okay. Gather up all that stone that I just mined. Let's look at our inventory. Okay, so normally this would all go in stacks of up to 99 without any mods installed the way the game is supposed to work. You see it all went in single stones. That's because these backpacks have fat stacks in them, and because fat stacks are present in my inventory, it doesn't know what to do with all this crap. So you can hit the sort button and it will kind of start to sort it for you. So there we've got 36 stone. Now it's all stacked into one, right? That's the way FatStacked inventory treats you when you don't have the mod or when the mod is broken. We'll head back to the 11 quarter to demonstrate how you can deal with this. I won't say how you can fix it because you can't fix it, so you could just deal with it, right? You could just run around with your backpacks inside your backpacks or with your FatStacks inside your backpack and then just not be able to pick stuff up and go clean up your mess with an empty backpack later. I think that's a pretty terrible solution though. So what I like to do, so put a hearth down, so whenever you're building with these backpacks, within your hearth radius, somewhere out of your way where you're not going to need to move them all the time, build yourself a wooden post, wooden column, and then a wall display. Put the wall display on the wooden column. Right. Now, you could do 4 wall displays and move each individual pack over there. Okay, but if you don't have the epic items in any slot mod, you're not going to be able to fix that. You're not going to be able to get them back inside your backpack. So, here's what I suggest, just to keep things simple as possible in this situation. I'm going to build a workbench. I'm going to craft another pack. This is because you're going to want to be wearing a pack while you're building, because when you start destroying stuff, you're going to want to be picking that stuff up, right? So let's go ahead and sort this stuff again. Now, if I take this backpack out and try to stick it in this wall display, actually that'll probably work, okay? But if I try to move it back, it's going to kick this backpack out, so you got to hit that take all button. So one wall display, take your main pack, put it on there. Now you saw before we weren't able to build anything without our backpack on when it was laying on the ground because there's no materials here. But now, let's try to build a wooden chest, for example. You see that I have 19,873 wood scraps. That's because it's pulling from the backpacks that are inside the backpack that is hanging on the wall display. Okay? Now, here's the problem that you're going to have. So, pick up your backpack. You can start building. You've got an empty backpack. Now, let's go find something to mine and show you that this is... You're not going to have the problem anymore that you were having before. Except, I'm probably wrong because, well, let's just see what happens.
If a wolf should pad along my path, a terrible day'd have he. If a wolf should pad along my path, a terrible day'd have he. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if he would not flee, I would hang that...
I've forgotten the words.
So you see it's actually stacking properly now. Got a couple full stacks there. So what I was worried that was going to mess us up is I've got a fat stack of lambus and a fat stack of arrows in my inventory, but that didn't affect us. In past versions, that definitely would have affected us, but... So then, when you're done, you can find out what to do. You can figure out what to do with all these stacks that you have in this empty pack, but you drop your pack when you're ready to move on to the next area and build. You come and grab your pack again. So, again, I'm not positive what's going to happen if I do this, because it might kick a pack out. It might not. Yeah, see? So I have a pack, I'm holding a pack, and there's a pack in my backpack slot. So it took one of the packs that was inside this pack and separated it and moved it into my backpack slot. So here's how you remedy that. Gonna build a chest. And you can't have anything in this chest but the packs, okay? So now we take all the rest of them, right? We open the chest, and just like if we were taking it from a wall display, do not grab it and bring it over here, because that's going to kick your pack out. Hit take all, and it brings it back into your backpack. Pretty simple, but it took me forever to figure that out, because basically I figured it out accidentally. Okay, now the next thing I want to show you is what happens, and we'll go back to Duran's Forge. What happens when you die with fat stacks in your inventory? This is where it gets ugly. I'm going to go ahead and drop that pack. Go over here and grab an empty one. We can sprint up ladders now. That's pretty cool. And it doesn't use stamina by the looks of it. So, what happens to the fat stacks of lambus and the fat stacks of arrows that I have in my inventory when I die? Okay, we'll revive all the way back at the aftermath because I don't have a bedroll claimed in this world. . . okay because I got a map stone right here. Okay, now as long as you don't pick anything up in your hotbar on your way back to your urn, or if you drop anything you did pick up, everything should go back into your hotbar the way that it was when you died. So that would put arrows in the H slot that you see on my hotbar. I've got my keys remapped, so different than anybody else's. And it should also put Lombus in my K slot. But again, I had over 1,000 Lombus and over 700 arrows. So take all. You see my hotbar is messed up. Put my backpack in the hotbar slot. And I only picked up 100 arrows. And I only picked up 100 Lombus. So it's only going to let me pick up the FatStack stuff 100 pieces at a time. So now I have over half of my backpack. I have an adventurer's pack worth of slots filled here. And I cannot restack this Lombus. And I cannot restack these arrows. So you can see how that would be a problem, I hope. This time we'll build a bedroll so we don't have to worry about map stoning. Die and reawaken. There's our urn. Now what I can do here is I can choose to take individual pieces, right? So I'm going to take individual pieces of everything except for the bat droppings that are fat stacked. So take, skip, take. Now so the problem with this is you're going to end up with an urn that has 9,999 of something in it, or however many fat stacked items you had that you had to leave behind. But that's better than trying to get 9,999 worth of bat droppings into a backpack that you have to leave laying around somewhere. You can take the time to do that later. So that's my quick tutorial on FatStacks, how to deal with it when it's broken, if you have one of my builder's packs. So again, if you don't have a builder's pack and you just have FatStacks, let's say you went to the warehouse and grabbed a stack of 20,000 wood scraps, you're just gonna have to hang that backpack on a post somewhere until you deplete all those wood scraps, or deal with the single stacked inventory that you have to continually hit the sort key on. So if you've got any questions, shoot me a message in the comments, or you can find me on the Discord. Return to Moria Discord, and the link will be in the description. Thanks for watching.